Okay, so I think it's about time I show my face, and there's a couple of things to say and talk about before we begin. Hello, look who's here with me on my shoulder. Well, close to me anyway. It's good old Stumpy, because today is a Stumpy appreciation stream. It was decided by the community, not me. They talked about how much they love Stumpy, so we decided to celebrate today with Stumpy. It might be a thing we do quite often with other characters, other NPCs in the game, if this one goes okay. But there's a command. There is a special command that we've got for Stumpy today, which I'm going to show you all in a minute. I've put up a live tweet as well, because I do for the special streams. I don't usually do live tweets every time, just for special streams now. So that does say what the command is. So if you want to know what it is now, you have to look at the tweet, won't you? But I will be telling you what it is. Hi Neffel, how's it going? Okay, so everything's done. Tweets up, Discord announcements up. I think we're okay. It's been a bit of a crazy hectic day for me so far. It's a bit of a late stream today. Had to set up the command for Stumpy, but there was also another blue screen today as well, unfortunately. So that's 2 days in a row now. And I'm going to make it priority to sort it out, because it's obviously a very, very serious problem if I'm blue screening every day. And it's definitely OBS related. Probably my webcam, I'd say, because that's the thing that keeps resetting every time I get a blue screen. So we'll get that done today after stream, I'd say. How about you? I'm excited. I'm excited because it's Stumpy's stream. Stumpy's adorable. Do you guys agree? Oh my goodness, I'm holding him. Sort of. But yes, we got Stumpy. He's going to be making an appearance on the actual other screen as well, where we make the game. Yeah, it's that time of day when I get a chant about his radio. You don't get work done. Oh no, I feel very responsible for that now. I'm very sorry, Legmo, that I distract you so much. What are we going to do? I'm going to have to change my accent now to have a new voice. Should we do that? Should we do that, chat? Get me a new voice. Okay, so other screen. Right, so Stumpy's here. He's hanging out here. I was going to put him next to me, but he might look a bit squashed when our little stream avatars walk across. He might be blocking chat though. We have to test it and see when chat comes up how that looks, and we might, if so, we might have to put the chat above him if that's the case. I'm curious. We'll see. Well, it doesn't seem too bad, but I think he's blocking it a bit. Let's put chat above Stumpy and see what happens then. Poor Stumpy gets hidden now when chat comes up. I think he should be in front of the chat, don't you guys? We can read most of it anyway. I have the chat up on the bottom right for YouTube reasons, for when I upload the YouTube video, so people who watch on there sees what chat say. But I kind of always repeat what chat say anyway, so we're all good just for today. Nice shirt. How's the weather there today? Thank you. I decided to wear a beige sort of coloured shirt just so I could match with Stumpy. I don't have a brown one, unfortunately. I don't have a brown top, otherwise I'd have worn that. Because I want to match with Stumpy, you know. I want those woody, foresty colours today. I should cut curiosity. I vote for a temporary new accent just as long as the original one comes back. Well, I'm very sorry to say I can't do any other accents, so you're stuck with this one, I'm afraid. So I hope you all don't mind. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what Stumpy's command is now, chat. It's exclamation mark feed Stumpy without a gap. That is the command. So you can feed Stumpy today. You'll see what it does when you do it. I was thinking of putting it on a timer, what the command is, but people will be using it in now and again for people in chat to see the command. But one thing I am going to do is put a cooldown on the command, because we don't want it to get spammed, and I've just realised I didn't put a cooldown on it. Cooldown. Can you only put cooldowns on in minutes? I don't want it to be a minute. I'd rather it be 10 seconds or something. I don't know if it'll... we won't bother having a cooldown. Never mind. A minute seems like too much, and it seems that's the least you can have. I mean, yeah. So, we're good. And I'm going to feed Stumpy myself first, because he's very hungry. I keep spelling his name wrong now. I keep calling him Strumpy when I type it out. So, I'm such a nerd. I'm such a big old nerd. Okay, so he wants more food? Fine then, I'll give you more food, Stumpy. Yay, I got a hug from Stumpy. He loves me. He loves me. Okay, so today's stream. Right, so we've got RPG Maker open. What did I do yesterday? Because I did work on this yesterday, but I've been really distracted by Stumpy's awesomeness and cuteness, so I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, what I did was I was messing about with the battle system. I was like trying to make it all fancy and stuff. Messed about with some action sequences and something to make the battle system just a bit interesting and not so default, I guess. So I was just like messing about with that. I did finish the animations and sound effects for the toxic plant, because yesterday we was messing about with battle animations and sounds we can use for the battle, and let's get them up here. Yeah, so I am labelling it just so we can keep things organised. So that's how I do the skills as well. I always put the enemy name above, because I want them all to have their own individual animation and for the skill. And I think the max we can have is 1,000, but that should be enough. I mean, some skills will be clones of each other probably. Not loads, but some. We'll see. Maybe there's a way to have more than 1,000, but probably not. But it seems like a big number. But Raindrop Crops, what the hell am I talking about? Raindrop Chronicles is an epic. It's a big game, so you know, we need a lot of skills. We need a lot. Stumpy, his favourite drink was Scrumpy, but he drank too much and his weight became dumpy, and his posture was slumpy. Poor little Stumpy. So yeah, basically, that's a very good story, Legmog. And I'm going to say now, if anybody has any like cute or funny one-liners for what Stumpy can do when he's fed, then you can definitely submit something and I will add it to the notepad text file, because that's how this command works. It's very easy. It's literally just calling a random line from a text file, and I've got a few in there, so we can add more for sure. Okay, so let's just play these animations. So that's Vicious Chomp. That's a bomb, a word I cannot say, spit. And we got a sound for it as well. It sounds pretty gross. It sounds like vomit, you know, doesn't it? But spit, vomit, same thing to me. It is for toxic plants, it's the same thing anyway. And leave me alone. I just somebody suggested a leaf sort of barrier, and that was kind of very difficult to, it was quite an abstract image that I had, but this was the only thing that really kind of fit with it most, and I feel that works. And I don't know if we can hear, it's quite quiet. I might need to make it a little bit louder in Audacity if it's quiet, but it might be fine. I've just got my sound super low today, so gonna lurk in a bit. Hi Val, how are you doing today? It's lovely to see you. Add more for sure. Excellent, Rosie. You're a poet and you didn't know it. Oh my goodness, I am, aren't I? But Legmonk, you're the poet. You come in with all these cute little sentences. I hope you have a good lurk, Val, and I hope you've been well. So, okay, so Toxic Plant basically done, and we are going to look at Stumpy more today, being as it's his stream, more than the other enemies. We'll focus on him quite a bit. Maybe his daddy too, Father Maple. And I want to do some test plays. I want to like show you the battle system I've been messing about with, but I'm very unsure at the moment. You know, when you do something and you're like, I don't know if this is working. But I like a few things about it I like, but a few I don't. I've been coding like a pro in here. I was quite proud of myself, what I did actually. But there's a couple of things I might change. I'm going to go through it in a second. I'm like going to just talk through it and say what I'm thinking, and we'll chat about it. We'll see what chat thinks as well. So, should we do a sound? Should we have the Raindrop Chronicles music in the background? I feel like we should, because I think that will be a little bit more immersive. So I'm going to just pause this background music and we will turn the music on in game. Just not so it's super loud or anything. Just have it quiet. So I changed the sound effects as well to ones that were a little bit less obnoxious, because some of the like UI menu sound effects were they were getting on my nerves a little bit, and I think these are a bit softer sounding. So I don't know if you can hear that, everybody. Let's get it up. Let's get the test pad. I have everything at 50%. So it's a little bit loud when it's on 100 for stream. And I want you guys to be able to hear me more than the music. But I don't know if it's too quiet at the moment. I have my volume at 1%, so I'm not getting the true volume anyway. But it's a little bit quieter than the Final Fantasy music was. So I might put it up to 60. Or 70. Okay, so it's probably on, but probably just a little bit quiet. Hi Cyril, how are you doing today? Welcome back to the stream, and Storm Eagle and Elite as well. Welcome back. It's a Stumpy stream. When we're doing a test play, I'm probably going to hide them, but he is on our normal screen. We also have him here, and we also have a Stumpy command as well today to feed Stumpy. So if you want to feed Stumpy, you can feed him. And if there's anything that's cute, a cute one-liner, if you've got a suggestion that we can add, I will totally add it to the text file, because at the moment there's 7 or 8, I think. So he does different little reactions to being fed each time. And maybe we can do like, you know, ones that are real for Stumpy, because the ones I've done have made him sound like a puppy. He's like a little puppy. Maybe Stumpy is like a doggo, really. He's just a tree doggo, basically, isn't he? A little tree doggo. Oh no! He's Waldo. Feed Stumpy hair. That's such a cute name. What do you do to Stumpy? Yeah, unfortunately, Storm Eagle got the bad one. Like, literally, that's the only bad one out of all the ones I've got. The other one, all the others are really cute. But he'll do something cute with you if you do it again, I'm sure. I bet you're about to cry. Oh my goodness. Stumpy needs to be an emo. Oh my goodness, guys. One day, if we ever are allowed more emotes on this channel, I'm sure it will be. How are you all today? Hi Kermit, how are you doing? I hope you're doing good. Stumpy's okay now though. Liquid is wants his belly rubbed by Liquid. I'm the villain of his story, and he does have a rough belly. He does. He's made of bark, so he has an extremely rough belly. I hope you don't mind rubbing it for him. I mean, he's like a tree doggo, and he wants love. He might not be as soft as a real doggo, but he still wants strokes and rubs on his rough texture. Have a good day, my friend. Yay. Hi. Oh, yeah, I've already said hi to you, Kermit. Oh, my goodness, I'm losing the plot. Okay, so feel free to feed Stumpy throughout the stream, everybody. And totally, if you've got a really funny one-liner, I'll add it to the text box. We only have about 8. So it would be nice to have some more. Okay, right, so right, look, what are we going to do? We're going to focus a lot on Stumpy today, that's for sure. Toxic Plant is basically done. I'm going to do a battle test. There's a few things I was messing about with yesterday off stream. I was doing some action sequences, some cam stuff in the battle system, and I was like, oh, that's pretty neat. But there's a couple of little issues with it, and I'm trying to decide about them, but we'll talk about that now. Okay, let's go back. Oops, no. Oh no, you've missed the fancy bit. Let me start again. I've just realised I haven't got the right screen on, because I'm a silly Billy, so we'll start again. So obviously, yeah, we're going to equip Jesus' axe, because he can't kill anything without the axe. He used to be able to kill things barehanded, but I changed I changed things about a bit. I made the enemies a bit stronger. Okay, so I've done that as like an intro thing, and it's pretty interesting because, well, I like it anyway because it's fancy, and when each of the party members, when there's more, like when Rose is in the party and others, they'll all have do their own little stance when it zooms in on them. I've currently got it set out that Jesus does like a swing, and I found a YouTube tutorial for that, and I thought that's pretty cool. I like to do that just to make the battle look a bit more fancy when it starts, and it kind of does that with all of them. Let's see how it looks with the others. Vicious Chomp. I've done it so, I'm not sure. This is something I kind of want to see what you guys think, but at the moment I have it so it zooms in when they do attacks, but the hood disappears as well. And I'm wondering whether that's cool and interesting and better than vanilla, or whether it's irritating because the hood is constantly disappearing might make you, well, you might want to see what the HP is that Jesus has got left for a start. So some people might rather have the hood there than have it disappear every time there's an action. But the reason I made the hood disappear with the zoom in is because it kind of looks weird. You know what I mean? When you zoom in and the hood's still there and it blocks things a bit. So I was kind of thinking, should we go with this zoom in thing, or should we just stick to keeping it, having no zoom and just having it as default? But I still like the intro zoom. I want to keep that because I think that's kind of fancy. You had fun. I'm glad you had fun there. Storm. Okay, so I kind of like Vicious Charm, but there's a little bit of a problem with it. I changed the coordinates for where the toxic plant moves when he does the chomp, and it works with just one person in the party, but when Rose is in the party, it like overlaps with her, and the toxic plant goes behind Rose for some reasons, because obviously they're the bottom layer. The battlers go above the enemy sprites. So are you gonna do the spit one's gross, I'll tell you that. Ugh. Don't want to be spat on. And I've still got to do the poison state. We had a little chat about that yesterday, and we said it would be really cool to have a green tint and make the state a bit more original. And I can see that there's a file in the image folder called state PNG, I think, and that's how you edit the states. So I can see how you edit the states and how I'd be able to edit that poison animation, but I'm not sure how I'd make him a green tint, so I've got to look into that a bit more. Maybe there's a bit of plug-in or something I have to mess with. 3 hours of sleep, oh my goodness, how are you awake, Val? Animations are working really well for sure. Thank you, Liquid. You fix the super zoomy animations, as I can see. Oh, what zoomy animations? Remind me, Storm. But one thing I did do was slow things down a bit, because yesterday it was on hypo speed. The plants were like moving like that, and the animations were going a bit too fast as well and out of time. And it made it really difficult to work on the animations in the database, because they weren't in sync with what was in the database when I tested. So I was getting I was like, I've got to edit that. And I found out what the problem was. It was the Yanfly battle animation speed plugin. I completely forgot I even had that. And I saw that it was on, and I turned it off, disabled it and tested, and the battles were back at normal speed. So the battle, I did look at the plugin, and it said that it was on default speed, but it obviously wasn't, because it speeded everything up. And I think I prefer it more now at this speed. Well, it's just easier anyway, just because it matches. The animations here now match with what's in the database, because the Abominable Spit attack was really out of time when I had the Yanfly battle animation speed plugin on. The puke noise didn't match up with the moment the puke came out the mouth, and I was getting salty. I was like, why is it like this? Why is it so fast in the test play, but why is it normal in the database? And I'm glad I sorted that problem out. So really the only thing I'm trying to think about now is if we're going to keep this zoomy zoom every time there's an attack, and do the hood hiding thing and then show the hood when we zoom out again. I think it's quite neat, like cool. It looks interesting to look at, but I suppose the only real flaw with it would be that you can't see the status, like the HP, the MP, and all that information while the attack's going on. You only see it when the screen goes back. So that disadvantage did make me think about disabling the whole hide hood zoom thing. But at the same time, I like it because it looks cool. So I think the only other way to handle it, if we were going to have like sort of middle ground, would be to keep the hood up when they're doing an attack, but make the zoom not going as far. But it might still look weird, I don't know. Decisions. Yesterday the animations went super fast. They did, and I'm glad we sorted that out for sure. Don't be the guy. Oh my gosh, are we giving dating advice here now? I only sleep a few hours, Val. That's really awesome. I wish I was like that, because I always want more hours in the day. Maybe I should start sleeping less. Because I go to sleep really late, but I still get the right amount of hours. I still get at least 8 hours sleep, even though I go to bed in the early hours because I wake up late. But Maybe I shouldn't get 8 hours sleep. They say 8 hours is the right amount though, don't they? I'd get more done if I got less than 8 hours sleep. So we get in there with the battle system. I'm having a mess about, and I like the sort of things you can do. One little issue though, there is a couple of issues, really big ones actually, and it's mainly when Rose joins the party. Oh yeah, the bloody escape thing does my head in as well, I'm going to say that. Like, I want to be able to escape 100% of the time, because this is ridiculous. I swear that the escape rate is only 5% or something. And people would get very salty. I mean, this is bonkers. So, one thing I did look at, let's just have a look at the escape formula thingy in our plugins. Let's have a proper look at that, because that'd be something that needs to be sorted out, because even when we're testing battles, it's a pain in the butt when we can't escape. We want to be able to get out there quickly. When I was testing battles last night, I honestly felt like 50% of the time was me trying to escape from battles. So, is it this one? No, is it this one? Okay, it's this one. I'm going to get the other screen up just to show. Hallelujah, Jesus. Hi, Naj. How are you doing? Welcome. Oh my goodness, Black Rose Dragon. Thank you so much. Let's have some hype in chat for that Twitch Prime sub, everybody. Thank you for subbing on this special day, Black Rose, because today's a special stream, a special Stumpy stream, and you can feed Stumpy. He's a tree doggo. That's what Stumpy is. I think everybody thinks he's a tree. I think he's a tree doggo. The bloody escape thing does my head in. What a talent you have, verbalising such angry words in such a calm, chilled out way. Yeah, well, that's good. I don't want to scare people off with anger. People always say that about me. Like when I was playing Dark Souls and got really salty, people said they'd never seen somebody play Dark Souls in such a calm way. But I was like, I'm not calm. I'm really mad. But even when I'm like at my maddest, I'm still calm, I guess. I suppose that's a good thing. Stumpy opens his cavernous mouth at Storm Eagle. Give him food. He wants food. Stumpy 60 subscriber. Yay! And thank you for the hype for that sub. How are you doing anyway, Black Rose? Hope you're doing good. Okay, so this is the command for escaping. And I'm really confused. It says it's all about agility, and it's probably because Jesus' agility is super low why he's struggling to escape, because he's obviously it's going to be low because it's early, it's the start of the game. He's not going to have loads of agility, is he? So that's going to have to go, I think. Will it work if we literally just delete this and put 1 in? Will that work? Because I think 1 means 100%, doesn't it? 100% always escape. It should work, hopefully. If it does, I'm a genius. Because that means I'm actually starting to understand formulas. Even though it's really easy, I should know that. Okay, so let's do another test. It'll look even cooler when Jesus has got his axe in his hand all the time. I really still want to do that on the sprite sheets for sure. Just, it's getting them sizes done. And it's probably going to take me a whole weekend to do it because I have to do it on every single custom hero. But I'll do it a bit at a time so I don't go crazy. Have we crashed? Oh, we haven't. Thought we did then. Okay, So we were going to test the escape, weren't we? Oh, it worked for once. I feel like in every battle I've tested, I never escape straight away. So it seems like we're fine. We've done it. Always escape. So I want to ask you guys about the escape mechanic in RPGs. What's your opinion? Do you get infuriated when you cannot escape battles and it keeps not letting you? Would you rather just escape immediately whenever you want to, or is that cheating? Do you think that's making it? Do you think that's a flawed mechanic to have 100% always escape? Because I don't personally. I feel like it's a good thing to have 100% escape, because people just get 40 from it, and if they want to escape, just let them, right? Some people might think it's easy because it's like there's no consequences to going in battles if you can just run away, but I don't know. You like the RNG? Depends on some of the game elements too. I get the whole there's no consequences if you can't escape, but let's face it, whenever someone can't escape, they get mad, and sometimes getting mad isn't fun. I don't think getting mad is fun in games, but some people play games and to get mad, but I play them to chill and just have relax. So don't know. I like the reliability of always being able to run. Yeah, I think that seems like Elite's in agreement with me. You can make it if you escape drop items or gold. New school versus old school thinking. Bosses should have no escape, methinks. Oh yeah, bosses you shouldn't be able to escape from. Like, bosses are not even an optional battle, it's part of the story. So, you know, it's only like the mobs that I'm referring to that whether we should be able to escape from mobs. A percentage chance to fly. Like a flee button shows up at a certain point. So it seems like we're split. Some people like always being able to escape, some like RNG and having that percentage chance. No permadeath or starting off over after losing all your lives. Nope. This game is not evil. But there is, if you want to play this game in hardcore mode, the best thing to do would be to hide everything. Hide all the UI. Because we are going to have the option to hide mini-maps, quest markers, anything like that. Like, you can play this game with zero HUD. But you can also play it with a HUD. We're going to have like an on and off switch for the HUD element. So I think that will satisfy a lot of people, because there are some people that really prefer the old school way of not having to see all the indicators and those UI things. I personally love that because I'm a completionist and I like to do every quest, and if I didn't have a quest marker I'd be just worrying all the time that I'd missed a quest somewhere. But I can totally see the appeal for those that like playing it blind, because it's probably more realistic and I suppose they feel like more satisfied that they found a quest themselves without following a quest marker. Liquid likes the chance to death. Oh, okay, right. So it does seem like people like the old school not being able to flee battle thing. For testing purposes, obviously I'm going to have it as I've got it now, always being able to escape, because you don't want to have that when you're testing. But when it comes to releasing the actual episode, I might obviously alter things a bit if people seem to like that. I don't, but I'd say it sounds like 80% of you here are saying you like the percentage chance. Code it to be an option. I was thinking that, Val. I was thinking, should we have it as an on and off switch like we have with the UI, be able to escape battles, but I don't even know if that's possible. I don't know if it's possible to, once the code's in the plugin, I don't know whether it's there forever sort of thing, because we're kind of doing this via plugin this out, and I'm not sure you can amend plugins code, so unless it can be done another way. Maybe it can, but I'm absolutely clueless. So I can't promise that in case it's not a possibility. I'm old and I like escaping. I'm the same, Elite. I'm like, I'm impatient now. Blooming now. Just let me play games the easy way. Call me a boomer, but I like the chance of not escaping. You like the chance of not escaping. That, I'd say that makes you a millennial. I feel like the younger people like the orangey and the older people, like you say, Elite, like being able to escape. But maybe, yeah, I don't know. Ruth, thank you for the follow. Because as you get older, you get more impatient. And when you're younger, I feel like you don't care, you like the challenge. Maybe I'm wrong, but I totally see it that way. Metropolis. What's Metropolis like, Mark? I think it's the other way around, do you? So the fact that I like escaping means I'm young. Annalie, we're young, are we? Because we're totally not. We're both over 30. For me, it depends on the game. I like the roboted being able to run so I don't accidentally get a game over and lose 4 hours of unsaved data. Oh god, yeah, that sucks. Okay, so ideally, I'll say if I can do it, I will have it being an on and off switch in the options menu. Just like we're gonna have with the UI. What about being able to escape battles? Maybe that's the way to do it. But like I said, only if it's possible. If it's possible, I'll totally do that. But sometimes I don't like to get tied down to something in case it's not possible to do. 60-year-old with a cane. Okay. So, yeah, I fall under millennial, but I'm kind of... Am I an older millennial? When was the year that you classed to be a millennial again? What was it? Just doesn't have the same effect. What doesn't? Okay, so at least we've got that discussion done. And at the moment, I'm going to keep it as always able to escape while we're doing testing. But I may change that. If say we can't have it in the options menu, then we're going to have to choose. We'll have to decide which one we're going to go for. I think that if you have options and the folks of all ages can find a way to enjoy. I like doing that too, and that's why it was important to me to have the whole quest window on and off, mini-map on and off, and all these kind of things. Some people will like them all off, some will like them all on, some will like some on and some off. And you can like find whatever makes you the most comfortable that way. And I would really like to add the whole escape thing in there as well. So fingers crossed it's possible. I'll look into it. It's a complete meme now. It's like suddenly become a meme, hasn't it? That boomer thing. Okay, so next thing what I want to discuss, which I forgot, my mind's gone blank. Oh yeah, it was when Rose joins the party. There's a few things messed up. It looks pretty cool when it's Jesus on his own. I'd say Jesus and Rose are way too close together. Just a little bit too. I'd like them a slightly bit more separated. And I think the reason why they look close is because they're double the size. When they were smaller, maybe they were fine. And also the other thing is that the boxes having this massive gap. I want them to be, their boxes to be closer. And I did put up a post online about this. So let's just see if anyone's replied. I don't think anyone has. But no one's helped me. So what it is, guys, so what I'm trying to do, I put the screenshot here. I've said the space in between my party members' info boxes, when there's only 2, there's too much, which is obvious. When there's 4, it's fine, but when there's 2, there's like way too much. And it's all done on the Mog Hunter Battle HUD. The SpaceX setting in the plugin is what can change it. And if I put it at -600, it's perfect. It's like puts the space in exactly how I like it. But the problem is, obviously, if a third or fourth member joins the party, it will they'll all be squished together if it's at -600. So obviously what I need to do is do some coding, probably in the plugin JS, because it's not going to let me enter code in that, according to this guy here. So I'm probably going to have to code something in the JS, but I'm just really not sure how to go about it. I'm assuming it's something to do with this here, game party members, and doing if statements or something for how many party members are in the battle. So it would be something like game party members if 2 -600 SpaceX. If it's 3, then it'd be -208, and if it's 4, it'd be -120. So then they'd all work perfectly based on the space, and it'd be exactly set up exactly how I want it to, depending on how many party members there are. It's just like figuring out exactly what code I've got to do for that, I guess. Okay, so let's catch up with chat. What I thought the meme lampooned outdated conventional wisdom. Next, we need a Rose Appreciation Day. Yeah. Well, we need a Carol the Barrel Appreciation Day, I reckon. Some of you might not know Carol, so I think it'll be a good thing to appreciate Carol. She's going to be a reoccurring NPC character quite often. In fact, there'll be another cutscene with Carol soon. Yeah, and I've put Rose avatar up. It's cute, yeah? Why is my signature not there anymore? I think I've been naughty. I think the moderator's removed my self-promo. Because I had a signature, I had a link, I had a picture of Raindrop Chronicles and like a link to the Twitter. And most people do that, like community members have their like a link to their game, but it got removed. I've obviously broken the rules of the forum. Maybe you're not allowed to link to social medias. Maybe you can link to the page of your game on the forum, but not the social medias. Okay, so yeah, I'm really stuck with this, and I want to fix it because it bugs me every time I look at it, seeing them so far apart, and nobody's answered. So I'm gonna bump. So one sec. I'm gonna log in. Thank you, Lakey Gaming, for the follow. I appreciate that. Hope you're having a wonderful day. You can code. Oh goodness me, no, I'm dreadful. You know, I'm one of those people that just get by. You know, it just stuff something together and hope it works, sort of thing. That's what I am when it comes to code. Oh yeah, forgot to send this to you. Damage states are Stumpy 123. Oh my goodness, let's look. Let's have a peek at that Storm Eagle. So I can't click on it. I'm gonna have to open it on a tab because it'll open a silly browser otherwise. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna cry. Oh my goodness, Storm. He looks so sad, like he's about to die. I'm gonna cry. My heart's broken now. He loses leaf one by one. Oh no. He does. He's lost his leaves. And his eyes. Oh no. This game's gonna be emotional. This is gonna be... Oh no, this is, I have to say thank you, Storm. This is so good, but it's not because Stumpy's sad, but we're gonna go with it. Just so people know, there's gonna be a Stumpy side quest. I think we've all, well, most of us that were in the stream that day agreed that it would be really cool to flesh Stumpy out a bit, give him a bit of backstory and lore. So you'll meet him anyway on your first walk through the Everbloom Forest. You'll meet him in battles, and he'll flee from the battles, so you won't have killed him. So that's left it open for Stumpy to have a potential side quest that expands on him a bit, and we thought maybe there'll be paths in Stumpy's story side quest, and one path will be where you actually kill him, and one will be where you keep him alive. And if you do go for the killing Stumpy route, he will you'll lose a ton of compassion points. And there's no going back from that. Every time you go to a village, a town in this game, if you kill Stumpy, villagers and NPCs will treat you like the scum you are. You'll be like really, because basically I really like the morality system we've got, because it's going to affect the world around you based on how you are as a person. I love games that do that, and I kind of want to go for this route for sure with Raindrop Chronicles. So in the second village, or even Everbloom Forest itself, it doesn't even have to be the second village, the NPCs live in there, their dialogue and the way they talk to you will be different if you've got low compassion compared to if you've got high. And same for if you've got low bravery and high bravery, or high wisdom and low wisdom. They'll talk to you differently. So yeah, if you kill Stumpy, you'll lose so many compassion points that, you know, people will treat you like you're some sort of murderer, some cold-hearted murderer with no heart, and rightly so. And hi Keena, how are you doing? It's good to see you. I hope you're having a good day. Feed Stumpy. Stumpy wants more food and bless him. Stumpy lays on his back. Everyone is now feeding Stumpy after seeing those 3 states of him. I know, because everyone feels so sorry for him. Oh my god, my heart's still broken. But that is awesome. I really, really like it. And I'm not going to even lie here. There could even be a 4th state where he looks even more tragic. He could like literally, you know, be starting to rot away even. That would be really sad. I can't believe I'm even suggesting that. I must have a dark side to me. Virtual Stumpy needs hugs. He does. Keep feeding him, chat. He needs all the foods. Gotta go have fun, people. Take care, Val, and I hope everything goes well. I hope you get a nap later. Please don't use fire magic. Well, you won't. There's no magic people so far in the party. Everbloom Forest, your skills are pretty basic, so it's all good. No fire. Well, you suggested that, and it will be done. Oh my goodness. Yeah. We could definitely push even more. Like, this is like 80% on the heartbreaking scale. We could have 100% heartbreaking if we had a full stay, I think. Oh my goodness, poor Stumpy. This was meant to be a Stumpy appreciation stream, and all we've done is talk about his death and how he's like, poor Stumpy. This was meant to be a party for Stumpy, and it's ended with a tragic twist. Not happening. Oh no, but thank you so much. I'm gonna get those saved. Also the flower as well, the dead flower, I really like that. I even like, weirdly, I liked the bee with legs as well. And I won't even rule out using those assets for a side quest as well, if we want to be silly, for sure, with the bee. Oopsie, why am I going here? Okay, so checking my notifications. Thank you very much for the retweets, Keena K and Trent. Appreciate you all. Okay. So I completely forgot what we were actually going to do, you know. We got Stumpy's animations like that, you know. Use them wherever you want because it's fun making them. Yeah, and you're really good at it as well. good job. Okay, so what was I going to do? Let's go back on test plan, remind myself. Refresh my memory. Yeah, Rose isn't normally in the party when we fight the toxic plant, but if you go back the other way, when Rose joins, they'll respawn, so you'll be able to fight them again. We're probably very likely going to have the enemies respawn, because I don't think it's kind to grinders if we don't let the enemies respawn. Some people like grinding, but the game will totally be doable with bosses by just going through it once and fighting at each enemy once. But you won't be able to get too far through the skill tree in episode 1, because that will likely have to have a gate or something, so people can't get further. Because why? Well, the main reason is because we wouldn't have even thought of the future abilities. That's why. Because it'll be quite a daunting task to do a full skill tree for the hunter, the warrior and the vampire, all before episode 1, and potentially another class as well, because we might have another class join in episode 1 too, join the party. I'd say at least one more class will join. Oops, sorry, that's my headphones. But we'll see. Who knows what the story will be? Who knows? Okay, so that was what it was. I was going to bump the forum post. So, oh, my signature's back now. That's weird. Maybe if you're not logged in as a member on the forum, you can't see it. Maybe that's what it is. I thought the moderators removed it. Okay, so bump. I'll put a cute smiley face there, so I look like a lovely, nice person. There. I don't think anyone knows, honestly. It seems like it's something nobody knows what to do. But you'd think it'd be straightforward. You'd think that something like just doing some ifs and else statements would be easy. I mean, it's obviously going to be based on game party members. Just that I don't know how to write the code, that's all. But I kind of know in my head how it's got to work. What have you done? Oh my goodness, what's that? What is this now? Let's have a look. Oh my god. Today was meant to be a celebration. This is not an appreciation stream anymore. I think Stumpy needs... Oh no, I'm going to cry. This game's going to make me cry. And I've made the thing. My gosh. That could be the achievement that you get. Then you kill him just to make you feel bad. What have you done? That's a really cool idea. Because I mentioned briefly that I would really like an achievement system in Raindrop Chronicles. I've got to open a notepad file so I can put that little note of the achievement in. I think having achievements is a cool thing, and I'm pretty sure there is definitely a way to do that, so we'll do it for sure. Feed Stumpy. Hi Juice, how are you doing today? I'm so sorry you've had to walk in on this. Stumpy dead. How's everyone doing? Dreadful, because I've just looked at this. These were meant to be Stumpy's party. Good if you don't count the sadness about Stumpy's day. That thing is cute. That's cute. He's cute when he's like that. We're all going to cry, aren't we, at this side quest? This is going to be known as the Raindrop Chronicles side quest that breaks everybody. And it's at the start of the game. Oh my goodness. But I've got those there. I've got them tabbed up. Storm. I am not going to look at them anymore because I'm going to cry. So, did I bump the forum post? Thank you very much. You have a knack for making very sad artwork, Storm Eagle. That should be your career. You make everyone cry with your art. Okay. So, yeah, we'll leave that for now. I'm going to keep this forum post up, and fingers crossed someone on the forum can help me. Otherwise, I'm going to have to try and do it all on my own. Try and do it myself. Let's go back in the game. I might need to make the toxic plant a little bit weaker. Yeah, can you see that he, like, the toxic plant goes behind Rose when he bites her? And it's all, it makes sense why the Rose and the Jesus are above the enemies, because otherwise things that get messy, you know, if they were underneath, especially when they're attacking the enemies. So I guess if they were more like apart, Rose and Jesus, I could do something with that positioning to make that not happen, because they're a little bit close together for my liking. I just want like them a touch further apart, and I do believe there is a plugin for that to position the party members, and I did have a look at it. The problem with it is it forces the actors to forever be in those positions. So obviously, because we're going to have a party system where different people join, I don't know if that's going to work if we're forced to always have the actor be in a certain position. Rosie's weak. She needs to bite with her teeth, not thump the enemy. So that'll be really interesting to have a mess about with how that'll work. And basically what I'm going to be doing over the next week off stream, mainly off stream probably, is working on perfecting these battle sequences for both Rose and Jesus, and for all the 7 enemies. The toxic plant's basically almost there. And we're going to do Stumpy today for sure. We're going to do some cute things with Stumpy now after seeing those sad sprites. Okay. So let's just have a look at Stumpy's skills. Everyone says that even in real life, or people say I paint really dark themes. Yeah, I love it. It's I do believe that very good video games can hit you in the feels. So that's why I'm willing to put this in, even though it breaks my heart. I want Raindrop Chronicles to have the feels in it. So we're going to go for it. We're going to have that branch where you can kill Stumpy if you're evil. And there are going to be people that play this game that decide they want to be evil. You know, some people are like that. They're like, yeah, I'm going to be horrible in this game. I'm going to be a bad guy. And then what our job is to do is make those players regret that decision. Because when they kill Stumpy, it's going to break their hearts so much that they'll never be bad again. Never. That's my goal. That is, well, one of my goals. Okay, so Stumpy. And one thing is, just so you know, he's actually just called Stump. Let's go back on this screen and get RPG makeup. He is actually just called Stump, but my goal is with the side quest is for him to eventually be called Stumpy, because if you take the good route, the compassionate route, he becomes like a very lovable creature. Well, that's what I think we should do, and we start calling him Stumpy in the side quest, because at the moment we just met him and we don't know who he is. So he's just a stump to us in the beginning, but when we meet him later, as the affection grows between the hero and Stumpy, he'll start calling him Stumpy. But yeah, that's if you're nice to him, I guess. But maybe, yeah, we'll see. But there's a lot of ideas so far, and it's going to be an interesting side quest to create. We'll see what we do when we come to those streams. So, right, I did make a note of some of the skills. So I think it's Spook. Spook is going to have a really cute sound effect, didn't we say? Like a panda sneeze. So we're going to go on the sound website and we're going to find a really cute sound for the Spook skill. And that basically the Spook skill, just to remind you all, it has a chance of scaring the player and ending the battle. So it's sort of like a flea, but not. Because the difference with that and Flea, well, Runaway is the skill's name, is that Runaway actually makes Stumpy run away for good, and his little black silhouette sprite on the map will be gone. But Spook, it'll just end the battle, but you can still encounter him and walk into him. And it's there for cuteness. We can have a cute panda sneeze. So I think we've got it here, freesound.org. Why am I hungry already? Already a hungry one. And I'm not going to bother putting the playlist back on in the background because we're going to be listening to some sounds. So, panda sneeze. No panda sneeze. Let me just put panda in and see what comes up then. Cars. I don't mean a car. I mean a panda, an animal. Seems like there's no panda sneezes on this website. We're gonna have to look elsewhere. So just hide that for a sec. I'm googling panda sneeze sound. That's so cute. I've seen this one before. Just remembered. Oh no, I don't want to see. Don't want to see that. YouTube, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, so that's really cute, and I think we should go for a sound as close as possible to that. Wouldn't you agree? So I just hide this for a moment. What are some other free sound sites? Free sounds. Because freesound.org's really good. But it'll be good to like have some other ones as well in case it doesn't have what we need. So I've got a few here. Sound Bible, Free SFX and Zapsplat. So we'll have a look what they have. And Sound Snap for another one. Is there not a search? Oh, there is. Yeah, I thought that I wouldn't have it. I don't look like I've got much stuff on this one. Animals. Bears, panda bear. I don't know if you guys are going to hear that, so I'm going to actually just turn up the audio a sec so you can. If you need it to be louder, just say, but I think it's okay. Also, that's probably not what we're after. But yeah, I think for Stumpy sound effects, going for animal sounds will be really good, because that just makes him even more cute, doesn't it? So let's pick some cute animals. So even if we can't get a panda sneeze, we'll get something as cute that's also equally as cute. Hi Takara, how are you doing today? It's good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. This looks like he'll be sad. That is haunting. My goodness me. I don't like it. It sounds like he's sad. That's the sound that Stumpy'd make when he looks like that. My goodness me. How tragic. So we really need a sound that's going to match up with the spook. Something's a bit scary but adorable, basically. That's not even got anything there. Is that all there is for bears? What other animals is Stumpy similar to? A dog? We said he's basically a tree dog, didn't we? So he could look under dog noises. And his daddy, Father Maple, barks. So I suppose they are dogs. They are tree dogs, because thunderous bark is the big tree's one of his skills. And we pick bark because it, you know, trees of bark. They're made of bark. But they also bark like dogs. Where's oh, here we go. Oh, Fantasia, thank you for that host. How are you doing? Hi, National Mars Day. Maybe an sound that's interesting as well. I feel like owls are very underrated animals. We'll have a look through those as well. We will definitely find the cutest noises for Stumpy today. I mean, this is something we don't want to rush, because we want to make him as adorable as we possibly can. That is like basically a dog. But just give me your thoughts, chat, on what you imagine Stumpy to sound like for sure. If you have a vision in mind. But we could probably use a really mean bark for the dad, for sure. Yeah, for some reason the sound takes a while to appear. That's really cute. That's adorable. At my sister's house, I'm going to kidnap one of her little trolls. Oh, hello, Ciara. How are you doing? You've taken over Kung's account. Could we use some of that one if Stumpy gets hurt? I think we should. Can you guys imagine that this sound and this? Oh no, like I actually am getting very, very sad just thinking about this quest. But I like it. I'm actually gonna... Is there a way to get it tabbed? I don't think there is. I don't think it lets you tab the sound, so we might have to just download it. Please log in to download the MP3. Okay, so I might have to just sign up for a sec because I don't want to lose this. I think it's a cute noise. So I am going to sign up. And obviously, because I'm putting in my info, I'm going to have to just hide it. It just works. It actually works perfectly. It does, doesn't it, Liquid? As soon as I heard it, I thought that's really adorable. And I wanted it. I just was thinking, well, when would be a good moment to use it for Stumpy? Probably not during battle, because he's got to have a more of a spoop noise for spoop. But I don't want it to be scary. I want it to be spoopy but adorable. His spoop sound effect. But for when he gets hurt in the side quest, that one will be perfect. So puppy whining, that's it. So let's just remind ourselves what it sounds like and what Stumpy will look like, and just don't cry, chat. But even like, it might not even show, we might do it when this is on the map as well, potentially. And Stumpy's silhouette would be there. Maybe it could work then, but it could work there too. It probably won't go on as long as it does here, because this is really long. But you know, we'll take the cutest part of this and play it whatever sounds the best. So I'm going to just download that. Hooray, we got one. Oh my goodness me. I love huskies. I think they're so cute when they bark. So when the daddy barks, I imagine like just a really, I don't actually imagine a dog. I imagine more of a roar, like a lion. But it's called thunderous bark, so I guess it has to sound a little bit like a bark. So let's just have a look at our other animals. Owl. That would be bird, wouldn't it? Because it doesn't have its own category. If we have an owl, I mean, we can always look at our other sound websites. So yeah, let me know what animals you've got in mind for what Stumpy could sound like. Especially for when he does his spoop sound. That's not cute. Want something cute? That ain't cute. Birds are cute, but Stumpy has to be beyond cute. You know what I mean? He has to be, you have to hear the noise and be like, oh my goodness, he's the sweetest thing. That's got to be everybody's reaction. A lion roar. Yeah, we're thinking of Daddy Stumpy with the lion roar. Yeah, we could get a lion roar that sounds a bit like a bark, I guess. That's what we could do. We've got a couple of other websites, so let's have a look. What's here? How do we search? Oh, just this way. I do think the panda sneeze is like, it's such a unique sound. I don't know if we're going to get anything that resembles that. But I agree, that's like ideal for the spook sound. Why have we got cars when I put in panda? I want the animal. I want the adorable animal, not the car. Good morning, going to be lurking in, so not much input. Hope you're having fun. Hi, Battle Sandwich, how are you doing? We're finding cute sounds for Stumpy at the moment. So we're going to have a very Stumpy themed stream today. Hope you're doing good. I appreciate the luck. Yeah, this is not what we're after, because these are cars. It seems like this website's got the best stuff for animals. But we didn't search dog on this one. I don't want something that's like obviously a dog, if you know what I mean. The one thing I did like about the whine noise is that it could be any animal, and that's what worked.
Dark midnight.
Animal screech. Animal screech, something like that. Or howl. Animal howl. Because that'd work for spook. Something like a howl that an animal makes. But it has to be cute, not scary. Oh my goodness. Could you imagine Stumpy making this noise? My pup Salky was in the other room and ran in barking. Went, really, that's so cute. Oh, gonna have to mute for a little while. The barks are coming. No, don't worry about stopping. I'll just mute. That's fine, Battle Sandwich. I don't want to confuse the poor doggos. I think that could work as the spoop skill sound. I actually do. Does it sound similar to... Let's go back to that other one. Because we do want consistency with these noises for Stumpy. And we decided we'd go for this one for when he gets hurt in the side quest. And that's really adorbs. And I suppose this could sound like it's the same animal, I guess. Well, Stumpy isn't even an animal, but he is to us now. He basically is. That actually sounded like wind through a hole in a tree. Oh, really? That kind of fits then, considering he is sort of the tree species. So it's like, if it's a dog noise that also has themes of nature, I think that we should totally go for it for Stumpy. He does a little snort. It's so cute. Maybe we should make Stumpy do a snort in one of his in one of the other skills. So true, LOL, good spot. Yeah, let's totally go for this beagle howling then. And we'll put it in Audacity. We'll pick the one we think is the best out of all these 5. And we'll try it. We'll put it in RPG Maker and test it out with the spook skill. And we also have, what are the other Stumpy skills we've got? Let's get it up, remind us. So we've got Waddle, which is the way to describe how Stumpy walks. And we're going to also make this as him walk up to the player and give him a little smack with his barky hands. Or a bash even. He could like bash into the player. It could be either. But he does have to walk up very slowly. And maybe he could make a little noise as he does that. That'd be cute. Sticky fingers, I don't know if that would have a sound. It might have a maple syrupy sound maybe, because considering it's a syrup themed skill. And Runaway will have to probably have a sound for that too. Oh yeah, I found a few sketches that I did, but don't know if the other 2 are that dark. Or should we have a look at these ones as well? Storm Eagle. Before I open it, do I have to prepare myself? Is it gonna break my heart? Let's have a look. I'm scared. Oh, I'm good. I thought that it was going to be Stumpy, but it's just that. I'm good. I was ready to cry. Interesting. Cards. We're gonna have a card class in Raindrop Chronicles for sure. Okay, so back to our thingy. A squelch. Oh, a squelch noise. That could work. For which skill? For which skill do you reckon that would be good for? The waddle, the runaway. It could work for either. I'm excited. Stumpy's going to be so like fleshed out with his sounds. It's going to just add so much more cuteness to him. And just like looking at these drawings that Storm Eagle's done of him, mixed in with the sounds, it's just very powerful. I don't know why I'm laughing. I do that. One of my habits is that I giggle to myself when I'm feeling a bit sad, to stop myself from getting too sad. Cards, that would be like Twisted Fate, a squelch for sticky fingers. Where's the I haven't got the player skill draw.io thing up, but it's got the list of skills, and I think psychic or gambler would fit at being a card class for sure. Okay, so audacity. Rose looks into a dead tree child and giggles. You gotta do it, haven't you? You gotta keep yourself from breaking somehow. Okay, so I like this software. It's quite very easy to use, which is nice. So let's listen again. We're gonna listen. So let me know, chat. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 different sounds here. So feel free to say which one is the best one for the spook sound that Stumpy's gonna make when he scares the player and flees. Oh, ends the battle, should I say, not flees. The flees is a separate skill. I think they could all work fine. What are these little ones here? My goodness. The little snorts, I'm very tempted to add those into the, maybe waddle. Maybe when he waddles up to the player with his attack and hits, he can do a little snort then. Maybe. So, I don't know which one to go for. I'm going to listen again. Oh no, what have I done? When I do Control Z, it actually gets rid of the whole thing. We've got to put it back in. That one's probably a little bit long. I don't know, I'm being very indecisive here. The second one, maybe. It's a little bit shorter than the first. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the second, but let me know if you disagree. If there's another one. But we won't get the snorts in there. We'll let the snorts be a separate one, separate sound. So we only want that. So let's crop that. Hi Squared, how are you doing today? Hope you're having a good day. it's a Stumpy celebration stream, and I'm going to just let people know if they've just popped in that we do have a feed Stumpy command. Stumpy stream indeed. We've been looking for cute sounds for Stumpy. It's not been a celebration though. We've had some very tragic revelations today about Stumpy, and I will just showing you this, I'll tell you everything. I don't know why I'm laughing. It's horrible. Poor creature. Oh no. Yeah, Storm Eagle did it, and it's gonna be a branch of the story in a side quest if you kill Stumpy. It can be very sad, but you don't have to take that option. If you're a nice person, you can keep Stumpy alive, and he'll be like a pet to you. He'll be a much happier ending. Only the heartless people will do the kill Stumpy route, and our goal is to make them regret that decision and never be bad again. It's for people who are heartless and will go the bad route, and we're going to try our hardest to make them regret it, aren't we? By making it so tragic. How dare you? Storm Eagle loves Stumpy. It's broken his heart too to have to do it. Stumpy should be immortal. Maybe that can be another branch. Maybe that the happy route he becomes immortal. The immortal tree of the forest that will grow up to become the future Daddy Stumpy, and he'll rule over all. He'll be the god of Everbloom. Stumpy rolls over and opens his cavernous mouth. Permanent negative effects if you kill Stumpy? Yes. Well, it's going to affect you, because one thing that we've pretty much decided with our morality system is that NPCs in towns throughout the game will react to you a certain way based on the person you're becoming. So if you're a heartless piece of poop, the NPCs will be very wary of you. And you'll kind of only attract NPCs that are awful and give you really dodgy quests. So you might find, by being a really uncompassionate buttface, NPCs in certain towns will give you certain quests to do that they won't give a player if they've took the compassionate route. So yeah, there'll be secret hidden quests for you depending on what your personality's like. I think that would be really cool. And those quests will be awful. Like, only really bad people would even want to do those quests, and that's why those NPCs have approached you if you're bad. But you'll also lock out other quests that you will only get if you're a good person. So, I think that's pretty interesting. What do you guys think? People will hate you. Yeah, you'll just attract scumbags, basically. Yeah, maybe he does become an immortal god and does a bunch of random bad things to you. To be fair, the really dodgy quests often pay out quite well. The things nobody really wants to do, so they contract it exactly. And it'll be really fun thinking of what sort of quests they could be. Because at the moment, Lakefall, our current little village, it's very small. There's only... We could probably count on all our hands the NPCs that live there. But there'll be a time when we create a big town. It probably won't be the second one. It'll probably be more like the third or fourth. But the second one, I'm imagining, will be bigger than Lakefall. But as we go through the journey, it makes sense to get slowly bigger towns. But then there'll be other types of towns mid-game, maybe. But who knows? Who knows where we're going to end up? But yeah, there'll be some really, really big, large towns with a lot of NPCs in them. And quests. Lakefall's just a baby in comparison. Rose, check out the sneeze which I sent you on Discord, because I want to redeem myself. I'll have a look at that then, Storm. I hate this because I don't want to murder Stumpy, but at the same time I would definitely want to do the murder route at least once. Oh my god, is this true? Well, we're going to have to really try our hardest to make that route really heartbreaking, aren't we? We're going to have to. Okay, I'm going to just have a peep at Discord then and have a look at this. Thank you, Babette Fantasia, for the retweet. I appreciate you. Oh my goodness. Are we? Can I just ask, are we allowed to use that? Is that a free of usage sound effect, Storm Eagle? Because it is very adorable, but I'm just wondering if it's is it the meme panda video? Because it reminds me of it. And I'm totally fine using it as long as we're not going to get like in trouble for using it. As long as we've got the rights to use it, then yeah. Everything I sent you is free because I cropped it out of the panda sneeze video. Okay, should we go for it? People are totally going to recognise it as that, aren't we? Awesome. Just being on the safe side, of course. But yeah. It's like in Undertale, the genocide route. Yeah, we're kind of getting inspired a bit by Undertale, aren't we? Wanted to go for the sands. My heart was broken when paying for this whole route. We're going to make Raindrop Chronicles as sad as Undertale. I think that's a very good challenging goal for us. Because I know that game was definitely full of feels. Intellectual property is something to consider. Do you think that it's fine? Because I suck at knowing much about copyright rules, and I'm a bit of a. So guys, let me know. Storm thinks it's okay. I don't know, but is it square? Can we use it, or is it dangerous? Because if it's a very famous video and it's going to be recognised and someone has the rights to it, I have no clue if anybody does. I mean, I don't know. Many countries have laws protecting things you don't explicitly register copyright for. I imagine this would be fine, but I do research in the copyright rules in your area. I don't even know what to do now because it's like that risk, isn't it? So what do you reckon, guys? Should we just stick with our beagle howl to be safe? But this has been used so many times that I never seen a person get struck down from that. Has it? Have people actually used it in their creative projects? Do you know of anybody that has? I would argue that being such a small clip used in a different context and from a meme that's so widespread it would be considered new work. I mean, there's definitely an appeal to use this because it kind of is very funny to have this panda sneeze meme be referenced. It's a parody thing to me. I don't see it as copyright, but some people might disagree. Some might think, oh, you stole. But it's such a messed up, weird law sometimes. If the game is going to be commercial, then it has a chance to be copyrighted. Well, this is going to be a free-to-play game. But I have heard that it doesn't matter. Apparently, even if a game is free, if you still took something that is owned by somebody else, you can still get in trouble for it. The issue comes when you start charging for access to the game. Yeah, free use for creating memes is considered parody, but when you start charging for it, it can be questionable. And this is one reason I have made Raindrop Chronicles a free project. It's one of the reasons, because if it just allows us that more freedom to use what we want as long as we can, and it's allowed, then we've got more freedom than if it's something was a commercial project. So some countries like Brazil doesn't have fair use law. You either have the right or you don't matter the context. Yeah, I don't know what it is in the UK. What can I say? I'm not one to know. Yeah. Never seen a person take down a game just from a super edited thing from a forgotten thing. Free to play games. When it's free, you can sometimes be fine, and normally nobody presses charges. I mean, if it was like somebody's game or somebody's movie by a big, like, you know, company, I would definitely be like, oh no, we won't take that. But this is a silly panda meme video. Nobody has rights to that, right? Am I right there? We can. And if it's true that people have used it for parody things with their own creative stuff, then it seems like we can totally go for it. So if that's the case, I will. I'd not write the boat and say safe, but that's me. You're in the UK, correct? I don't know much about copyright there, but pretty sure it's the same basis as you. Yeah, it's probably very similar. I agree. Send you a second version where I use my voice. Check it out, okay? Oh my goodness. So this one is original then, if you did it then, Storm. So we could go for that just to be safe. So who thinks we should go for this one? This is Storm that's just done that, and this one is the meme, this one here. I think we should go for your Storm, personally, just to be safe. I would totally have used the meme one because I kind of think I like the reference and it would make people laugh to recognise that panda sound. But, you know, if I'm going to get done for it, it could be, I mean, I might not. It might have been totally not a problem to choose it, but sometimes, like we said, there's that risk, isn't there? Like Liquid says. So, should we use that? It's cute. I like it. I do like stuff. It's adorable. It is. Mechanically official. Thank you for the follow. That sounds like Stumpy. For sure. And, yeah, we can have that. So, should we use that for the spoop noise? Shall we? Let's get the database up again to remind ourselves what we've got. So, there's 4 skills here that he uses, and we've got a few. We've already got a whining doggo, but that probably won't be used for a skill. That will be used in a cutscene, probably, when you kill Stumpy. They're still considering what Waddle will have. We can always take a snort sound out of this Audacity file. I've got rid of it now. See, I like the howl, but I do think the sneeze is more adorable. Not saying that the howl's not adorable, but I think it's quite ironic more with the panda sneeze sound because it's so not scary at all. But yeah, it's called Spook, which kind of makes it really cute. So yeah, that's adorbs. Right, so I'm going to download that sound now. We'll get it put into RPG Maker. And I'm trying to think what animation could match up with that. Would we necessarily need an animation? We could maybe just play the sound. Unless there's a sneeze animation we could do, maybe. But I don't even know if there is. We'll have a little look and see. It's adorable. Yeah, we're going for it, guys. I kind of still want to have the little snort for Waddle, probably. We'll see how it sounds. We'll experiment. We kind of do want we're taking different noises here for Stumpy from different sources, so it's important we keep the consistency and it sounds like it's coming from the same creature. If we have to, we'll just have to change the pitch or something on some of them so we can sound, because I think we're going to go for like quite a high-pitched little sound for Stumpy. I think that would be cute. And his daddy would have the deep voice. That's definitely a vision for sure. Deep voice for Daddy. Cute little voice for Stumpy. Did a simple laugh for him if you need it. Oh my goodness, Storm Eagle's taking all this into his own hands. He's become Stumpy's voice actor. Amazing. Let's have a listen. Oh my goodness. That's oddly cute and creepy at the same time. So I'm going to ask now, where can you imagine the laugh? Because I definitely see that being in the battle somewhere, but I'm trying to imagine what skill that would be. Maybe the run away, because he'd be like, ha ha, I ran off, sort of thing. The sneeze animation would be pretty as the spit animation, or the pollen puke. Oh, you mean the abominable spit? We haven't really done pollen puke yet. I'm excited to that. Runaway fits is the best. I ran away. Yeah, I agree. So the cute little sneeze, this one here, is going to be spoop, and this one's going to be run away. Perfect. So it's just Sticky Fingers and Waddle now. Sticky Fingers, will probably have a more mapley sound for that. We don't even have to have Stumpy's voice. If we can't think of anything that any sound he'd make in particular for that one. But for Waddle, I kind of imagine him doing a little grunt or something. And I was going to take the beagle grunt, but it would have to sound like the same creature as your voice. Otherwise, it'll feel really out of place. Otherwise, if we're gonna use some random little snort from a doggo. And hang on, let me go on our sound website again. The puppy whining sound. Let's just play. I might need to do some editing on that puppy whine just to make it sound a bit more similar to the style Storm has gone for with the sound. We can still have it sound adorable like this. But maybe we just need to put some light effects on it to just give it that same... So it sounds like the same creature. So let's download. Hi Tux, how are you doing? It's so good to see you. How's it going? And Neffel. Hope you're doing well, Neffel. Found the original video. There was a contact email for the owners of the vid. I think you'd be fine if you just shoot them a quick email to get permission. To be honest though, I would, but I'm attached to the noises that Storm's done now. I mean, I actually think that it's better. I think that Storm sneeze is better than the panda meme sneeze. And there is an appeal to using a meme in the game, don't get me wrong, that everybody recognises, but I think it's really adorable, the one that Storm's done. Don't know if you guys know this site, but it's a super old site for the royalty-free music, like RPG horror games. Oh, okay, that's cool. So that'll be interesting. I'll have a look at that too. I have a composer that I've found that I really like the music of, and there's quite a lot of tracks, like hundreds, that he's done of lots of different varieties. So I'll probably be 95% of the time sticking to his stuff, just so it's all got the same feel. But you know, now and again we might use another track, of course, if it fits with a certain scene or dungeon, for example. So yeah, totally, I will bookmark that website. I love this site, and you just wanted to share if you like it. Okay, cool, thank you. I'll put that in my notepad file. I really like the "What Have You Done" name for the achievement for if you kill Stumpy though. Just chilling, you. I am chilling too. We're chilling and having fun, aren't we, chat? Hope you've been doing good, Talk. How's work? You now work today? You like storm noises as well? It sure fits for Stumpy. It does. It's really cute, and it kind of fits for the type of creature he is. For sure, you can imagine a little tree having that kind of voice, and I suppose it's better than the doggo because we don't want him to sound like a dog, if you know what I mean. He is unique from a dog, And I do still really like the whiny noise for the puppy and using that for when he gets hurt, but obviously it will need to be edited to sound like Storm's stuff. I'm laughing and sneezing to myself. He was wondering what you're doing. I think you're insane. That's funny. Not today. Feels good. Yay for day off. I'm glad that you've got a day off, Tox. And that you popped into my stream of all streams. Okay, so, okay, let's download. Oh, there's an edited one. Cool. So I'm downloading both of those now. I'm going to put them in the sound folders in RPG Maker, and then we'll get them put in and tested. We'll see how Stumpy sounds, and we'll pick some good animations to go with those sounds as well. So I'm gonna rename them. I'm gonna call it Enemy Stumpy Laugh. It's really weird calling him enemy, because Stumpy's no enemy, but you know, he is an enemy. So the laugh's up, the sneeze. There was a little bug with Stumpy, by the way, with his flea, and I'm going to when we do the battle test, I'll just talk about that. It was to do when we added the dialogue box. It was totally fine before when we did it and put it in, but when I did the dialogue box, it's kind of messed it up a bit, but I'm hoping it will be a simple fix. Okay, so those sounds are uploaded now, so animations. Now just figuring out where they go. So that will be the mushroom. You have 3 sounds. That'll be the flower, the bee, and I'm just marking who these animations belong to. I just like to keep it organised. It'll be just a lot easier to find them as we get loads of different enemies and different sounds and animations. Deer, and now it's Stumpy here, I believe. Hope I haven't missed any out. So it's Stump, but otherwise also known as Stumpy. So yeah, plant, mushroom, flower, bee, deer, stump. So we'll get his skill names in. Waddle, sticky fingers, spook, and run away. It's a compliment to be insane. Maybe as a description for the achievement, if that's a thing, you could make a pun like, this will stick with you forever. Yes, if we can have descriptions, totally. I'm going to make a note of that as well. Squared, thank you very much. It certainly will. Who would be brave enough or have the guts to go for this branch when they played the game? I'm very curious. I know I will be playing the good route. I will not be killing Stumpy, I'll tell you that. But to be honest, there is an appeal in another playthrough where you are bad, just so you can experience the game being a bad person and having all the quests that are bad, like all the NPCs get drawn to you that are bad, because we can have a lot of factions in the game, for sure. as we go through it, we'll be introduced to different factions, and especially when you get to the big cities, there'll be like sort of hangout areas for certain factions, and some factions have reputations, don't they? You'll have some that are really shady, and if you've kind of took the having no compassion route, those factions will literally swarm to you to do their dirty dealings for them. Whereas if you're a good person, those sort of factions will really not really associate with you. I think that would be really cool. You like the show. I can imagine Tox taking the bad route for sure. Tox is a bad guy. Dirty deeds done. Is that from Austin Powers? I say. Did get the reference. I don't even think I saw that movie. I might have, but I forgot what happened. Okay, so, and we'll get Big Daddy trees up as well. Father Maple. Okay, so, Spook. Let's put that cute little sneeze sound effect in. How cute is that? So I guess it's just thinking now what will happen to Stumpy when he does the sneeze. Should we actually we'll have Stumpy here as the Stumpy. There he is, just so we can get we'll have more of an idea what he'll look like when we. Okay, so we could go for, like, obviously a little subtle sneeze animation could come off him as the sound gets made. That's something we could do. So we could have a look what we've got and see if anything resembles a sneeze. And run away, we'll put the other sound effect in, a little laugh. Oh my goodness. And generally he literally just disappears, doesn't he, at this point? We'll do a battle test now without the animations, with the sound effects alone, because we'll see how it looks. Don't forget we have a bit of dialogue for Stumpy as well that pops up when he flees. I forgot what that is now. Let's remind ourselves. I think put it under the troops. It was originally in common events, but I had to change it because the box was appearing after he fled when it was in the common events, but when I put it in the battle events in the troops page, it's there when he's still there. So it kind of made more sense that way. But the problem is there's a little bug that isn't there when I have it in the common event. So I've got to just figure out how to fix that. Stumpy's coming together nicely. He is. This was what today's stream was all about. Good old Stumpy. And we've still got an hour of stream left, so we'll get him even more fleshed out before the end, I'm sure. There's still a bit of a way to go with him. But yeah, the text is, "Dear Lord, my very soul has become petrified. Save me from him." So Stumpy's a real, like, he's like really posh. It seems. This was what won the poll, so this was the one we went for. So he's gonna laugh as well, which makes me think that it's actually a bit of an ironic thing with the giggle, whereas without the giggle it sounds like he's actually genuinely scared, but he's clearly not if he giggles. Stumpy's cheeky. He's cheeky. That's something we found out today. Let's do a test anyway, and we'll talk about anything that seems a bit weird or that we could change, or anything that we can add for sure. So right, I'll turn down. So instead of making a dark and deep version of something, you made him happy and fabulous with joy. Oh my goodness, you've done a happy one as well. Right, so let's just have a little peep at that because I'm super curious. Let me just get rid of... I've got so many window tabs, I don't know what I'm doing here. There we go. Let's have a look. Oh my goodness, this is better. Seeing a happy Stumpy. I'll show you. I'll show you, chat. How cute. He's cute. Stumpy accidentally biting. Bless him. Bless him. So, I guess we could think when it's a real time we could make use of this. Maybe in the side quest. Who knows? We'll think about it. We definitely need a good use for it, that's all, because we want to see Stumpy be happy. Maybe that's what he can look like at the end of the good route when he becomes immortal. That'd be perfect. So we have the horrible, mean, no compassion route where Stumpy passes away and looks like that. And we'll also have a really nice outcome when Stumpy has a happy ending and becomes an immortal of the forest. So that's the happy one, and this is the default one is the one that we're using currently. These are just states of as he slowly dies, and they will happen when you kill him slowly. He'll slowly change and eventually end up that. Ouch, that hurt. Oh no! Stumpy, don't be naughty. No biting. Well, he didn't do it on purpose. It was an accident. That withered Stumpy actually brings bad emotions. Oh no. Stumpy replaces his father's garden in the forest. Yeah, because Daddy Maple actually will die. So, you know, it makes sense to have him carry on his father's legacy. But we don't even know who the actual real boss of the Everbloom Forest is yet. Father Maple's just the mini boss. Who knows who the actual big guardian of the forest is? I mean, it could just be somebody really unexpected, be a slime or something. Imagine that if a slime was the thing that Rose had to be sacrificed. My goodness, who knows? Right, so that's really cool, and I think that will be perfect for the happy route in his side quest, for sure. Okay, so back to the playtest. So Stumpy time. Oh, let's get out. Oh, oops. At least we can escape from battles this time. They're in the way. There we go. We want our axe basically, because we won't be hitting Stumpy at all if we don't have it. A nature spirit. Well, we'll find out, won't we? It's a question mark at the moment who the boss is going to be, because we're going to have a poll when the time comes and we'll do a vote on it. It'll be really fun. Still a big question mark. Okay, Stumpy's really weak. He needs to be made stronger. I want to hear the sound effects. So I've got the dialogue box above him. But the problem is this happens. It goes back to letting you attack. But when you press attack, he'll fly. So that's a flaw, because he needs to run away straight away, and it can't give us the option again. And he didn't make the laughing noise. Why didn't he make the laughing noise? We'll have to figure that out. We did set it up. Oh, we didn't. We've done it in the animations, but we haven't done it in the skills. I've just realised. So we still have run away as a non-animation, so that's why it didn't work. Doe. I am a silly. There we go. Run away. And for spoop. So many skills. Okay, so there's a spoop there. So we'll do it again so we can hear those this time, but we do need to fix that dialogue event. So the reason it's happening is probably because it's now a battle event instead of a common event, but it has to be because otherwise Stumpy will flee before the box appears, and that looks weird then. I have it on turn end enemy HP stump 0% or below. Maybe the conditions are wrong. Maybe the span's wrong, who knows. Add that, then he flees and put the escape command after the common event in the skill. Oh, okay, so let's go in the skill. Run away. So it's just a simple switch of them. Put the escape below run away. Is that all that's there is? So you see the escape. Oh, so have I done? Is that how it should be now? So the game will run the escape first rather than the common event. Well, the escape was above it originally, but I just switched it, didn't I? And I'm assuming this is the right way. Have I got it right? I hope so. Because I swear it was like that before. So you did it well. Yay! So is RPG Maker visual scripting? Hi Stuff Dev, welcome. How are you doing today? How would you describe it, guys? I'll ask chat this because I'm a big old noob. I'm a big old noob. I'm not a coder or a scripter. I'm just a nerd that has an interest in a very big interest in RPG games. And so it's the perfect software for anybody like me who loves RPGs and wants to try out me doing a bit of game dev, because it's quite. I mean, it's no easy ride. Don't get me wrong, but it's going to be a hell of a lot easier than something like Unity to build a game in. No worries. Everyone starts somewhere. Yeah, and this project is hella ambitious, for sure. It was the perfect software for use for the nature of our project. If I was going to use Unity, we'd be here until I was an old lady. I'll tell you that now. Raindrop Chronicles would not be released until I was an old lady. I'm fond of Unity myself, yeah? Oh, have you made any games? Okay, so let's do another test. And we'll hear Stumpy's sound effects this time. So, oh no, why have I done that? That was not what meant to happen. And I can't wait to put more flowers on that battle back as well, because Everbloom Forest has a lot of flowers. And I feel like the battle back doesn't have enough. So we're going to go a bit more over the top to make it more flowery on this scene. I don't know if you can hear it loud enough. If you want it turning up, let me know. I might actually turn off the music just so we can hear the sound better and see if it works. Just so we don't get distracted. Okay, it's still done that. Still that forces us to attack. Right, so I am going to turn off all the sound when we do the next part test. I just want to hear the sound on its own with Stumpy. So, yeah, we still have that problem. Why is that? I'm thinking it's something to do with the conditions. What happens if I turn off turn end? Well, the creator of Stardew Valley spoke about maybe using RPG Maker. If he could have gone back when he was making his game, he would have used RPG Maker. He said so, so that's something. Yeah, like Stardew Valley has a very similar visual style to the kind of stuff you can do in this project for sure. And it gets, RPG Maker gets a bad rep sometimes, but you know, people don't see it as a serious engine, maybe. I just say, you know, if you just want to make something, you can, people should do it however they please. No need to be any snobbiness about it. There's some absolutely awesome stuff that can be made no matter what the engine, in my opinion. It's all about telling stories and being an experience for people more than anything. The engine's just the tool. So I'm gonna do a few tests because we need to get this little flaw with the flea skill fixed, and I still want to hear what the sounds sound like because the music distracted me that time. So we'll just mute the music and just have a sound only test play. Okay, so I'm going to turn it up a touch so you can hear it properly. We can hear the cuteness of Stumpy's noises. We might have to put it back as a common event if it's going to be a problem. But yeah, the only problem with having it as a common event is how you'll say, because we'll do a test with it. Nah, so it's so funny. We definitely need an animation with it though, because something about it on its own feels like, but it'll be really cool when we have that animation. And we're gonna obviously have to add a zoom thing as well. I think the zoom and cam thing is quite cool when they do the skill, because it just puts a bit more attention on it, because that could very easily, it's very subtle at the moment. We need it to be a bit more over the top and dramatic. It might get a bad rep because a lot of games from the engine might be made to release a game in 5 minutes to earn easy money, but that's the same for Unity. I don't think the engine should actually be hated on. It depends how you use it and for what reason. Exactly. Very fair point. I have no kind of time for anybody who wants to make a quick buck if there's no passion or creativity behind a project, no matter what the engine that's used. The people just like that suck big time. But you know, there's this, I feel like this project is super creative. This is free. This is a free project, and it's literally just very community focused, and it's like a really fun pastime. It's more about that than and being an actual game. It's more than a game. It's a place for us to hang out and nerd out together and create stuff. Okay, Rose, can you got to go to the skill editor? I have an idea how to do this now if you want that message. Okay, Storm, we'll do that for sure. So, because I'm pretty sure it's not going to work yet. So let's go back. Let's do it again. And I want to do some of the zoom in action sequences as well when Stumpy uses his skills. I completely forgot that. So it'll just put a bit more attention on him when he does that spook skill, the little sneeze. Right, so skills, that's it. You have to create a separate skill which is also run away. Okay. So we have to create a copy. Is that what you mean? A copy of Runaway? Oh no. That means we'll have to move everything down by 1. The first common event will trigger the message and the loot drops with the raindrops or gold. How how it's okay. Okay, and that will stop the attack option coming up again, I assume. So you will get the message alert, he will run away. Okay, so let's do this step by step then. So if I move Daddy Tree down one and do another run away. Am I doing the right thing here? Is this the right step? Copy run away, actually copy it, cool. Done. I will follow your instructions still. On the first one, delete the escape. And the second one, delete the common event. Sounds like this could work. So a loop doesn't appear. Awesome. So remove the last one. Oh yeah, it will be warning. That makes sense. Okay. So I have that as none. Common event run away. There I am. And at the bottom, add a thing called force action. After end. So I saw this somewhere. There it is. I was doing this yesterday when I was doing the little battle zoom-ins for the intro. And force enemy 1 to use the second runaway. And last target is fine. Awesome. And is there anything else that needs to be done? What about the troops event thing? Don't forget to add the message at the start. Oh, so we'll get rid of it from troops. That's what you're saying. Just clear this one out and put it in the common events instead. So get rid of all this. Now test it. Awesome. So let's see. I'm excited to make Stumpy. We still need to do way more. We haven't really done the waddle. I do think a sound needs to go with the waddle as well. When he does the little hitting of the player. But we still got at least 30 minutes of stream left, so we'll definitely mess around with the skill stuff for Stumpy then. We just got to fix this little bug first, haven't we? Hang on, I weren't taking in what happened then. Did that work? I'm going to do it again because I weren't focusing properly. I'll do it again. I was thinking about how weak Stumpy was, how he gets attacked in one, killed in one hit basically. So it kind of does still bring up the menu when he's got 0 HP, doesn't it? But the good thing is he does disappear as soon as he said the dialogue. So that's worked, which is great. The little laugh is it's so creepy but so cute. Never tired of seeing the sentence Jesus was victorious. Well, that's what you get when you name your hero Jesus. Back starting stream viewers say today, welcome back Elite. We've been doing some cute sound effects for Stumpy. Storm has given us some sounds. Have you seen Stumpy when he's dead, Elite? I can't remember if you'd seen it or not. We've got a dead Stumpy now, and it's really sad. Balance is always a juggle. Yeah, I kind of am gonna say the balance bit to last. Want to get the battle, the animations, everything working perfectly first, and then once all that's done, balancing. Cat the Tormentor, yay! I have not. Well, we still need to fix that. When Stumpy has 0 HP, it still lets us attack at the moment. So, trying to figure out why that is. Any idea? Because it would be cool to have it trigger straight away, rather than have to attack again. We'll do it again. We'll just do the battle test first to just remind ourselves. Sticky fingers look silly at the moment because we haven't got the right stun overlay. Yeah, well, at least we're halfway there. We're 90% there anyway. Just a little thing with better than it was before. So let me get this up. There he is. Is there an event that is running? I'll have another look in the troops to make sure. Jesus looks really happy. Yeah, he won. Victory. Could the event is waiting for the beginning of the next round to begin processing? Yeah, we'll have a little peek. So we've got, just want to make you guys see Stumpy. This is Stumpy when he's super happy. This is when the side quest goes perfect and amazing, and Stumpy gets everything he wants. We says our idea so far is to the good route. If you're compassionate, Stumpy will be the immortal of the forest, and that's what his face will be like when he's the immortal of the forest. And that's him when you kill him. And these are his states. I mean, this is all credit to Storm Eagle. He's done all these. He has a knack for the asset editing, doesn't he? For sure. So we're gonna make use of those for Stumpy's side quest later on when we have some side quest streams. They're like what I'm really excited for. Super excited. These look awesome. Storm Eagle, yay! Well, it's not yay that Stumpy's dead. Definitely not. So let's have a look in and we've also decided, chat, that when you kill Stumpy, the achievement will be called "What Have You Done?" And the description will be, "This will stick with you forever." If we can have descriptions, that is, in the achievements. Perfect. Yeah, but they're kind of sad. The damage states are heartbreaking. Those were the first thing you showed me, and I was crying basically when I saw them. But when you showed me the actual dead Stumpy, because I said we'll push it to 100% of sadness, because the states were 80% sadness, and when with that dead one, definitely makes it 100% heartbreaking for sure. You have really pushed it as far as we can take. Heartbreaking, Storm. Devastating. Okay, so I did get rid of there shouldn't be any battle events running, so I assume it's somewhere in the common event. I know, it's weird. Because, yeah, we've had to make 2 runaway skills because of the little bug we had. But we have sorted the bug. But it would just be a bit tidier if it didn't make us attack when he has 0 HP. But at least now we don't have the problem with the dialogue box. Because before, the dialogue box would pop up and go. And then it'd say attack. And then he'd escape. So it was really messy before. I can accept what we've got now, but I would probably would like, hang on, I'm just gonna have a little browse. Maybe it just has to be this way if we do it with the 2 skills in common events. It's a tricky one. My tummy's doing a rumble. But we've still got our Stumpy laugh, which I think works well. But we definitely need to work on the spoop. We need a little bit of an animation to accompany that noise, and we're going to have to do the zoom thing as well. So what I did for Vicious Chomp, what did I do? Let's remind myself. Yeah, it's quite complicated. I've made the hood disappear. I know that there is, with the Yamfly action sequence plugin, you can literally just type out hide battle hood, I think it is. But there was a bit of a problem with that. It wasn't hiding all of the hood. So I've had to do it the complicated way by actually putting that code in. And that works perfectly to hide the hood. And it zooms. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to copy this that we use for Vicious Chomp. And I'm going to put it in Spoop. But he does stand on the spot on Spoop. So we're not going to want the move user. So we'll get rid of that. I think we can keep all the others. So it hides the hood, it zooms in on Stumpy. He performs the action. We'll see how that looks. But Waddle, the walk, one thing I want to do with that is, yeah, he moves. But we want to make him move really slow. At the moment, I think that's 20 frames. So what will happen if we put it on 200? Will he move slowly then up to the player? We'll see how Stumpy, because Stumpy's slow. He's a slow little clumsy creature. He doesn't move fast like some of the other enemies do. So really we can hopefully that will manipulate the speed. So we'll do another test now and see. And Sticky Fingers as well. The same. But I don't know if we should have him move fast for that as well. I kind of want... We could always make him not move for Sticky Fingers, and he just shoots the syrup out his fingers and it's a long animation that touches the player. That would work. So I'm going to make him stay still for now. Sticky Fingers. Because if he's slow, we don't want him moving too much because it'll take forever. But Waddle, yes. Love it, yay. Okay, so we have got those in. So we're going to do another test. There might be a few little errors because I've not really looked properly at these. Maybe I've missed something out. But all going well. Hopefully it'll be fine. delicious maple death. Well, the maple is not a killer. Maple is wonderful, and it should all be in our mouths. But it will stun you if it hits you. It'll stop you from moving because it's very sticky. And if it gets all over you, you'll be paralysed. Oh, I forgot to equip him with his axe. Yeah, ignore the animation for sticky fingers. It is not what it's going to be. Obviously, that is why we need to change the positioning there. Oh, sorry, chat. I haven't even got it up. Oh my goodness, I'm such a dork. Okay, so I've already noticed a few bugs anyway, so I'm tempted to turn it off and fix those. But I'm kind of glad you didn't see the bugs because they were horrendous. Sticky Fingers is currently on Vicious Chomp, so I'm going to put it on none for now. That's what it was silly. Waddle, he moves in completely the wrong area because we still have some weird movement the plant did, so we'll keep it like that. That should be fine. Yeah, maybe this will work better. Do another test. I managed to get the counter attack with the deer working as well, so I definitely want to show that. But there's a tiny, tiny, tiny bug with it. Just a really, really small one. I don't even know what happened there. Everything was happening, going crazy. He still got the stun. Yeah, it zoomed into the wrong. It zoomed in on the player instead of somebody. There's going to be a lot of messiness when doing these action sequences, by the way, because it takes a lot of testing to get it to what you want it to look like, and everything about that was really messed up. So yeah, the reason why that didn't work is because it was focusing on Jesus instead of Stumpy when he did the sneeze. And I don't think it was on him quite long enough either. It was like really quick and then it was over before we even knew what was happening. So we'll have to make it last a bit longer and focus on Stumpy instead. Check out Discord for a surprise. Oh, I'll have a look and see what this is.
Sticky Fingers.
Oh my goodness. Stumpy sounds like he's like some weird psychopath. Not saying you're a psychopath, Storm. I can't stop laughing. Oh my goodness. That's so bonkers.
Sticky Fingers.
Oh my god. Do you guys want Stumpy to be some evil robot instead of a cute little adorable tree? He sounds like a squid. Oh my gosh. I just can't see Stumpy the same way anymore. He's turned into a crazy robot. I want him to be adorable. Oh my goodness me. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll keep him adorable. Gosh, that was funny though. I have to say, Storm Eagle, if we ever have like an evil robot character in Raindrop Chronicles, you are doing the voice acting for that, okay? Deal? Because that is perfect for a villain, I have to say. deal. But my goodness, let's try and not imagine Stumpy as a villain. Let's definitely not. Okay, so what will we be doing? I've completely forgot. By the way, at least he doesn't say Zipper Man. Perfect villain robot character. And I know that Raindrop Chronicles is currently like a fantasy medieval sort of setting, but like, you know, we could turn sci-fi at some point. I won't rule that out. Maybe we'll teleport into space. That's just a very wild theory, but who knows? Just an excuse to introduce some science sci-fi in the game. Okay, so I'm need to figure out what the right wording is that I need. So not target, I assume user. What is the word? But maybe I'm wrong. If it is, I'll check the documentation. I think it's user, and I think this is the amount of frames. And I think 30 is too fast, so we'll have it on. We'll just add an I after and see what happens, although that might be too long. We'll test it. Stumpy is the hero. Stumpy is my hero for sure, and I know I'm going for the immortal route. I'm going for Stumpy being a happy tree with a flower on his head that becomes immortal. Today's stream has gone really fast. It always does, but this one's gone extra fast. He like walks slow, so I'm glad that worked, but it's more like, oh sorry, I've done it again. I'm doing the play test without showing you. But let's hope he does it again, because I kind of want you guys to see. Oh no, he's ran off. We'll do it again. We're going to do Brazilian battles with Stumpy to get this perfect, so... Yeah, Sticky Fingers isn't working at the moment. Yeah, that's wrong as well. Just too fast. We need to add the animation though as well, because it's definitely missing that little sneeze animation we want. So we'll have a look for something that could work for that in a sec. Waddle, that's more of a slide than a waddle. I want him to like I don't know, I want to kind of pull it off if I can, but I do want to try and get him to have a waddling walk if we can. We'll say. I know that you can make the enemies jump in the action sequences, so if he did lots of tiny little jumps, that could maybe be a waddle. I'll have to test and see what we can do. Have fun, yeah, have fun at it. I hope it goes wonderfully, and I hope your game is going amazing too. It's probably a little bit slow maybe, but it definitely needs changing because it's too... I'm wondering now, you know how I said that the attack still came up when he had 0 HP? Maybe he like literally just had a pixel of HP actually. Maybe he wasn't entirely dead. Because it seems to be working now. I'm going to do another test. But I'm going to work on Stumpy's battle tonight, everybody. Get these animations and everything exactly how it should be, because it's a big old mess at the moment. And I'll be showing you in tomorrow's stream. Okay, so it did kill him, I think. That did. Pretty certain his bar's empty right now, so he should be dead. Yeah, so it is still a problem. I thought maybe he did actually have a pixel of health, but I'm pretty sure he should be dead right now. Or fleeing anyway, because Stumpy doesn't die, of course. And yeah, he runs away. He runs away after the attack, so yeah, it's still a bit, still a little bug. You could, oh my gosh, I'm gonna cough. I might have to mute myself if this keeps up. Got a tickle in my throat. You could give him double the HP amount of a normal character, and that the effect triggers at 50% of his HP, so it doesn't look like you instantly demolished. Okay. Oh, thank you, Dave, for that host. I appreciate that. I hope you're having a good morning. Dave is an awesome person who you should definitely acquaint yourself with. He is like the most famous viewer on Twitch. He is like in everybody's stream. He was in Mia's yesterday, Dave. David gets around, he's absolutely everywhere. I hope you're doing well, Dave. I appreciate you. So, okay, let me read that, what Storm suggested. Give him double HP. He does actually, I think I've given him either low HP or I've made him weak for testing purposes, I think. So he will be a lot stronger, obviously, when we do the balancing. So yeah, we could always, I think I know what you're trying to say, Storm, I think I do, but what you're trying to say is have him flee at 50% instead of, you know, 0. We could always test that and see if it works. Because it's kind of true that he probably shouldn't have 0 HP when he flees, because he'd be basically dead. It makes more sense to flee if he's got a bit of health left. So it could be actually a good idea to do that. So is it in the common event when that happens? I can't remember how we set it up now. Oh no, it isn't. It's under enemies, stump, and here, run away. That's where it is. Ah! Is it because the state resists his knockout? Is that why he's still there when he's dead? Because of that? I don't know, but it kind of makes sense in my head that it would be that way. Rosie just deflected from the fact that she's great. Maybe. I'm a humble person. But I'm actually getting a little bit... I'm taking a leaf out of Cannon's book lately. I've started to call myself adorable and stuff. Because that's what Cannon does. He calls himself adorable. He has it in his bio. And I've done it too. I've said I've got a lovable British accent. If you remove knockout, he will die. Yeah, that's very true as well. So we do have to keep it like that. So the fact that we have, I believe that's what's causing the problem, but at the same time we have to keep it because he'll die. So maybe we should raise the HP amount and maybe that will solve all our problems. So should we put it as 50 or should we have it? Yeah, should we have it? Yeah, have it as 50 and we'll double his HP. We'll do it like that. Because Stumpy should be strong, shouldn't he? Father Maple only has 50 HP at the moment, but he'll likely have more. Maybe. Because he's going to be the only one in the battle. So he'll probably have more than that anyway. What does everyone else have? Should we make him have 80 or is that too OP for Stumpy? I'm just pale, I am. I'm a pale one. Cannon's playbook is always a good idea to take a leaf out of. Yeah. I was like, yeah. I'll call myself adorable. It's totally fine. Cannon gets away with it. People don't think Cannon's full of himself, because sometimes I've always felt like I shouldn't say those things about myself because I might come across as I'm full of myself, but you know, some people can just get away with it, can't they? And Cannon's one of them, and so am I. I can call myself adorable for sure. I called myself cute yesterday. I said my bangs were cute anyway, not me. Should have him kill the party. You think Stumpy should kill us all, Val? Val's Team Stumpy. Who isn't now? Who isn't Team Stumpy? I think Stumpy needs some food before he goes. Before we leave him. Because there's only a few minutes of stream left. No. Oh no, I upset Stumpy, everyone. If he has 80 fleas at half, then he really only has 40, because that's when the battle ends, you know. Yeah. So, it's true. But the fact is, he is OP. Because, you know, he's still got that 80 HP. But, you know, why shouldn't he be? Why shouldn't he have 80 HP? Why shouldn't he be the strongest enemy in the Everbloom Forest? He's stronger than his daddy. But honestly, Father Maple will probably end up having about 100 HP, maybe. I don't know. He's got protective pancake shield, so maybe that'd be a bad idea. But we'll see. We haven't really done Father Maple's battle yet. I don't think anybody would think that you'd be full of yourself. Yay! Doesn't match with my personality. Exactly. That's why some people can say all sorts of stuff and just get away with it, because their personality lets them get away with it. My bangs are part of you. Yeah, I'm never getting rid of them. I'm keeping them forever and ever. Puppy dog eyes. He needs more food now. Okay, so we've changed that. Before we finish stream, we're gonna do another battle test to see how that works and see if we fix the problem. But ignore all the weird zoom and cam animations and stuff, because I'm in the process of getting them looking awesome, and they're a mess at the moment. The whole battle is a bit of a mess, but tonight I'm going to work on him. So that looks cool. Oh sorry, I'm talking about something looking cool and you can't even see it. I've done this 4 times today. I've been playing the game and haven't even got it up. Need to get out of that habit. He really likes to eat Storm Eagle. Yeah, he bit Storm Eagle again. Immune to puppy dog eyes. Oh no, it's done it to that as well. I'm trying to think if any of them haven't come up. One sec, let me just look at the notepad file. I think there's one that nobody's unlocked yet. The rough belly ones only can't come up once, I think, but there's one that nobody's got so far. So that's quite interesting. Whereas the bit bite the hand one is always coming up. Yeah, I'm gonna get these animations looking cool. I could promise you. Oh, the spook one doesn't last long enough at all, but I'm assuming that's because we need to have the animation in. That'll increase the length a bit and it'll work fine. Stumpy's so slow when he moves. Oh, I didn't equip my axe, did I? Like a big old wally. And I do need to start the game with the axe already equipped, to be honest. Because it makes sense. Why would he not have his axe equipped? He's a warrior. Of course he would. Are you going to rub his barky belly? Bark is a bit rough, but you know, he still deserves love. Everyone does, even Stumpy. Duos, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, I'll just say again, these battle animations are a mess at the moment, so don't expect that these are going to be the final ones. We're going to get them looking great, and all we're doing at the moment is testing the flow mechanic and making sure that's working. Oh, why Stumpy got no HP still? It's probably because we're too strong, isn't it? We kill him in one hit, basically. Yeah, we'll put his defense up to 24. Because that's probably why. I only had his defense really low because of I wanted to test and I wanted to kill him quickly, but because we've changed the mechanic now, we don't want it to be like that anymore, obviously. The axe just I was looking away for a sec and I was like, Stumpy, why are you already dead? And I completely forgot. I forgot to raise the defense because it was only on 2. Very low. It worked when he was barehanded, being on a defense of 2, but with the axe now. And I think at the moment I have it on 4. Your attack when you're barehanded and 12 when you're with the axe. I feel like that's probably a good number for the first ever axe in the game that you have. Okay, so Stumpy's very OP now. It's not, the axe isn't even going into him. Blooming hell. Stumpy. You strong boy, you. Stumpy is a strong boy. So 2 kills him in 1 hit and 24 hits him with 0 HP. So let's get a middle one there, 12. That should be the perfect balance, right? We'll see. Yay, hopefully setting that to 50-0 should make the flea trigger work perfect. Oh yeah, let's do that first then. I'm still getting my head around the 2 boxes. I'm a bit confused still. I only started learning the skill thing this week. So, but David's a smart one, he knows. So David thinks this will be the way to do it, shall we say? I mean, we were killing him in 1 hit anyway, but he should have still, even if we kill him in 1 hit, he should still, you know, flee. But he has knockout resist, so we really can't get him at 0% at all. Otherwise, yeah, bug. Don't scare me, Stumpy. Stumpy has a million lives, he does. Oh, he'll have a bazillion lives when I've finished with this battle because I'm going to be testing him so much tonight to get him perfect. There's a lot of work to do in this battle. Big old mess so far. I mean, Waddle, that's no Waddle. Sticky fingers as well. I'm hoping I can get a really cool animation for that. I'm excited to work on him. Are we hitting him at all? I'm not even paying any attention here. Oh, I haven't even equipped the axe again. I've lost it, everyone. I've totally lost it, and I have to end the stream as well. So I will be working on this off stream, everybody. I couldn't prove that it worked, the flay, in time because I was being slow and we couldn't get Stumpy down to low enough health in time. But I will be definitely getting that fixed tonight, and getting all the animations done, everything working perfectly. And first thing tomorrow, I'm going to show you Stumpy's battle and show you how cool he looks. And it's going to be cool. The toxic plant is basically there, almost. There's still a few little issues, but 90% there. I've still got to work on all these other creatures as well in the Everbloom Forest. So it's going to be a bit of a process. But I'll be working on it a bit on stream and a bit off stream. But one thing I did want to do this week as well was have a little look at the skill tree thing. But we might do that next week, or I might work on it over the weekend. That, because it could be too much if I'm doing that and doing all the battle stuff. Stumpy is too strong. Pet Stumpy's rough belly. Okay, guys, who wants to come for a raid? Who wants to come and say hello to someone? Let's get my Twitch up. My goodness, Val, you nearly there. GG. I'm excited to do some more character sheets. So if you have got the 500 raindrops and you've got your character in mind, you get that done so I can get them done. But no rush either. Don't feel pressured. Some people are still having a think about it. Some people are still not sure what they want. Okay. Thanks for the stream tonight, Rose. Always pleasant to see you. Yay. Okay, so let's go to Elite. See you tomorrow. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed the Stumpy stream, everybody. Stumpy will never go though. Even though today was the Stumpy stream, he will still be with us on all the other streams. So it's been fun though. Had lots of fun chats talking about Stumpy, even though they were very sad and heartbreaking because dead Stumpy right here. But you know, we've got some really cool ideas for the quest. And we got some cute sound effects too. So good times. And I'll be doing some stuff tonight, and whatever I do off stream, I'll show you first thing in tomorrow's stream. So let's go say hi to Willie, and thanks for being here, everyone. I appreciate you all, and I will see you tomorrow. Have an awesome day.